This is the L2C Media Network, and this is Sports Final, brought to you by and or presented by the L2C Media Network. Now, from the Fred McLeod Sports Desk at the Tom O'Neill Studios in Jackson, with the details that make the sports headlines in the sports world go round and round and up your address, here's our man, Steve, the Baxman Baxley. Alrighty. Hello there. Hey, hello there. Excuse me, Uno. Gotta point you up there. There we go. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to another low-budget edition of Sports Final. I am your congenial host, Steve, the Baxman Baxley. It is indeed an honor, privilege, and everything else to say hi to you and welcome to another great, well, maybe near great, or possibly even, we can move that down just a bit. Hold on, folks. I'll move this. Can we move this? Can we move the microphone down just a wee bit? Oh yeah. Okay. I think I understand what this is. Hang on, folks. It's part of the show. There we go. Let's move this just a wee bit. Okay, we're gonna move this just a wee bit. Okay, let's move it a wee bit. Okay, hang on, folks. There we go. We'll put you guys over there, and okay, we just can we move it? Oh, we can't move it a wee bit more. Just have to, like that. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Whoa. Hello there. Oh, boy. Okay. There we go. Okay. Thank you. There. Okay. We spent about 3 minutes, 37 seconds with the monologue. Yeah. Kind of like it like that. It's very nice. It's very good. Anyway, we got your sports news in a very wonky chair. There we are. Okay. Now, if we got everything all nice and situated, and everything is comfy and cozy, and there we go. All right. Okay, we are ready to rock and roll. There we are. Okay, well, not necessarily. There we are. There we go. Let's take me home, country road, to the place I was born. Okay, we done enough of that. Can we lower me down just a bit? Thank you. All righty. No, we don't want Prince. No, oh yeah, I forgot. I touched the wrong button. Okay. We are low budget after all. All right, let's get to why we're here, and that's do a little sports. By the way, want to remind you in 2 weeks, we will finally get the blessing, and we will be changing the show's title to Steve's Sporty Balls, which is sports talk and more. Yes, we'll still have sports, which is going to be our main. Have some entertainment news, a little light talk, and if I can get it just right, might have some guests on the show. That's if anyone would love to show up. Yeah, I'm going to uh, download OBS sometime next week and do a couple of tests. And I am also going to include Twitch in the streaming pile. And I might do something on TikTok as well and Instagram. So either way, you will never get rid of me. Thank God for that. And with that, let's begin the beginning with our usual little remark as we go into our baseball segment. Not baseball, basketball. Time for basketball. We do have a baseball story, though, coming up. But right now, let's talk a little hoop du jour as we start off our basketball segment. There we go. There we go. As we start our basketball segment, we got 3 games. That's right. Once, twice, thrice. 3 games on the still playing docket. So let's get you updated on those if we can. Thank you. The Sacramento Kings. Yes. Hello. Yes, friends. The Sacramento Kings lead the Detroit Pistons with 7:05 left to play in the third by a score of 88-78. 2:53 left to play in the third. It is the LA Clippers over the Denver Nuggets 73-72. And at the half, the Los Angeles Lakers over the Indiana Pacers 56-50. Now you're probably asking yourself, hey, you got some final scores? Well, yes, we do have some final scores. Would you like to know about those final scores? Well, yes, I do, Sonny. Would you please get to them? Yes, I will. Here we go. The Brooklyn Nets beat the Washington Wizards by 119-118. The Philadelphia 76ers, they beat the Orlando Magic 123-110. The Charlotte Hornets got rid of some bad luck. They beat the Boston Celtics 111-102. The Minnesota Timberwolves, they lost to the Atlanta Hawks 134-122. Miami Heat burned the Portland Trailblazers 104-92. Chicago Bulls over the Cleveland Cavaliers 117-104. The defending NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks defeated the Memphis Grizzlies by 12, 126-114. San Antonio Spurs over the Oklahoma City Thunder 118-96. Dallas Mavericks over the Toronto Raptors 102-98. And the Houston Rockets over the Utah Jazz. Who knew they played jazz in Utah? I didn't even know that. I thought they were mainly Mormons. Rockets 116, Jazz 111. You think that's it for our basketball? No, it isn't. Would you like to know why? We got a lot more to give you tonight. That's right. Let's go picayune here, kids, and take you to the men and women who play collegiate basketball. That is right. And by the way, before we do, as we get everything all set up, I want to apologize for last night's show. We had a little tech problem with our phone line, so the show wasn't complete and it got bounced. So all the fun things I did last night. Oh, wow. Okay. Yes, even the sadist among you would have loved it. Anyway, Let's get to it. Full scoreboard, please. Thank you. It's time for the ladies. That's right. It's ladies' night. It feels so right. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. And by the way, all of our scores are presented to you by Caesar Sportsbook, who often remind you that we are all Caesars. That's right, we are all Caesars. And here we go. 15th ranked Texas over 7th ranked Iowa State, 66-48. 14th ranked Oklahoma. They beat West Virginia 88-76. 15th ranked Baylor over Oklahoma State 67-49. 24th ranked Florida Gulf Coast 78-41 over Stetson. And this game was postponed due to COVID. Michigan State and 6th ranked Indiana. Oh, kiss my Aunt Rosanna. Cha-cha-cha. Anyway, there you go. That's the women. Now let's go forth to the guys. Yeah, there we go. Yes, I'm feeling a little washed out. There we go. There, that's better. Okay, time now for the men to come up and feast their eyeballs on their scores. And here we go. 15th ranked Texas over 7th ranked Iowa State, 66-48. 14th ranked Oklahoma. Oh, got the wrong button. Hit the wrong button, boys. Here we go. Boop. There we go. I knew I was hitting the deja vu, or deja vu, if you prefer. There we go. Here comes the men's scores coming in. Yeah, that's right. We's doing the men's scores now. And the men, well, it goes something like this. Here she. Second ranked Auburn beat Georgia 83-60. Marquette defeated 11th ranked Villanova 57-54. 12th ranked Kentucky over Texas A&M 64-58. Alabama, with a banjo on their knees, beat 13th ranked LSU 70-67. And 20th ranked Xavier defeated DePaul by a score 68-67. You probably think we're done by now, but we're not. We're just getting started. We're getting hooked. We're getting hook, line, and stinkered here. That's right. It's time now to hit the G League. Give you the fun, thrills, and the scoreage from the G League games for tonight as soon as everything loads up. And we go 17, 18, 19. Thank you. All right. The Wisconsin Hoy defeated the Lakeland Magic 104-103. Fort Wayne Mad Ants over the Long Island Nets 125-115. Westchester Knicks over the Maine Celtics 126-99. Oklahoma City Blue over the Texas Legends 113-103. Rio Grande Valley Vipers over the Austin Spurs 112-100. And the Salt Lake City Stars defeated the Memphis Hustle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do the Memphis Hustle. Get down, you got it. Yeah. Okay. Here are the games for Thursday night. Thursday night. We start with the 7 and 7:30 games. The Motor City Cruise take on the Grand Rapids Gold, and you can watch that game if you are so inclined to do on ESPN+. Fort Wayne Mad Ants take on the Long Island Nets at 7. You can see that game on ESPN+ or the Yes app. That's right, the Yes app. Boom. All right, next game. Windy City Bulls and the Maine Celtics. You can catch that on ESPN Plus or on NBC Sports Boston. 96.3, The Big Jab. Kinky. 7:30 game, Cleveland Charge and the Raptors 9:05. You can catch that on ESPN Plus or NBA TV O Canada. The 8 o'clock game is Lakeland Magic, Wisconsin Herd. You can catch that game on ESPN Plus or TV 32, obviously, in Wisconsin. 10 p.m. game is the Agua Caliente Clippers and the Santa Cruz Warriors. You can catch that game on ESPN Plus or NBC Sports Bay Area Plus. And the Sioux Falls Skyforce take on the Stockton Kings. You can catch that one solely on ESPN Plus. So there you go. Your games for tomorrow and a Thursday. That's right. So now you're probably saying to yourself, hey, Steve, is that all there is? No, there isn't. We got other sports to give you, including, ladies and gentlemen, NHL hockey. That's right. Then we got headlines. Then we got the world of sports to carry. But right now it is time. Time to go hockey. It's time to get all your mother puckers. That's right, I said puckers, Puckers. Get ready for some nice hockey. Very short night tonight for the NHL. One game that's still in progress. 1:25 left to play. Hello. Not again. Please tell me not again. There, thank you. Minute 25 seconds left before second intermission. It is the Colorado Avalanche over the Mighty Ducks, 1-0. Here are your final scores with the Molson Cup 3-star selection. Thank you. Oh, this is trouble. All right. We got a couple of finals for you. The Arizona Coyotes beat the New Jersey Devils by a score of... thank you. Let's get it right. Score of 4-1. Vijmelka for Arizona, 35 saves. Mayo for Arizona, 1 goal. Krause for Arizona, a goal and an assist. New York Rangers over the Toronto Maple Leafs 6-3. Reeves for Rangers, 2 goals. Fox for Rangers, 2 goals and assists. And Strom, thank you. And Strom for the Rangers, 1 goal and 1 assist. Do we have any other scores? Nope. That is it for the NHL. It couldn't happen to a nicer bunch of people. I have to make a check again. Yep, we're still good. Okay. And let's go to women's hockey for a check and see if anyone was playing some women's hockey. That's right, folks. We do this. Why do we do this? Simple. Because we care. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. We don't want the D3. We want D1. Thank you. There we go. Thank you, boss. No game scheduled for the ladies tonight. How about the guys? Did they have some action going on? Yeah, they did. 13th ranked Notre Dame over Boston College, 8-2. And there went that. So let's check in with the minor league games. And for that, we go to the AHL, first of all. AHL scores. That's right. We got your scores right here. So let's get to it. Let's run up to the flagpole and see if anyone salutes. 2:44 left to play in regulation. It is Bakersfield Condors 5, Tucson Roadrunners 3. And just ending, the San Diego Gulls defeated the Stockton Heat 3-2. Syracuse Crunch over the Rochester Americans in overtime, 3-2. Normal finals, as we like to call them, the Hartford Wolfpack beat the Toronto Marlies 5-2. And the Lehigh Valley Phantoms beat the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins 3-1. Laval Rocket over the Utica Comets 4-3. Iowa Wild over the Manitoba Moose 4-3. And the Milwaukee Admirals over the Texas Stars in overtime 4-3. Yahoo! Now let's go to the Big O, which is the Ontario Hockey League. Find out if there were any games played tonight to sustain everything in the free world. Let's see, no games scheduled for this wonderful Wednesday night. They'll be back in action. 5 big games on Thursday. So that's it for the Ontario Hockey League. Let's get you the rest of the minor league action as we do and as we can. That's right. So we've done the American Hockey League and the Ontario Hockey League. How about the ECHL, the ECHL, the East Coast Hockey League, as it was once called and still is to this day, darlings? Yes. Let's check in and see if anyone's playing tonight. If not, then we'll get to the other two and then we'll talk wrestling. Oops. We did it again. We hit the wrong button. There we go. We hit the right button this time because this time the right button is the right button. And do we have any games tonight? No games. We're still on All-Star break over there. So the Echo had an All-Star break. That's right. That's right, neighbor. They have them. That's true. All right. Let's go to the Southern Professional Hockey League, or the Spiel as I like to call it. We'll just see how good they are tonight as we go for some scores for tonight's action. No games tonight, but games on Friday. So there ye be, folks. There ye be. Okay, let's go for the FPHL, the Federal Prospects Hockey League, and that means only one thing. That's right. It's time for some Fipple scores. Some simple Fipple. Yep. And let's see if they had any action tonight. They should have, and if they do, we have it for you here. And they did. One game to report on. That was Dansbury versus Watertown, and Watertown defeated Dansbury by a score of 6-3. Yep, 6-3. There we go. And yes, friends, another bot du jour, folks. Love these bots. Here's why. We go like this. We go like this. And we go like this. And there is reported. There we go. Okay, so 6-3 Watertown over Danbury. Not a bad type of game, is it now? No, it isn't. Okay, so we are now done with the hockey, except do what we normally would do, and that is give you a little update on how things are going. And going, and going, and going. That's right, time now to check some standings and do what we can to make these standings sing. Let's see, there we go, standings, boom. See if there are any changes as we mosey on up to the playoff format. Let's see about that playoff format, please. 16 teams will qualify. Okay, thank thee. All right, let's take a look at everyone who is on the top floor. Okay, in the Eastern Conference Metropolitan Division, it is New York Rangers with 56 points. Carolina in second with 54. Washington in third with 53. Pittsburgh in fourth with 51. Columbus sailed the ocean blue. They're in fifth place. Oh, boo-hoo, 35 points. Sixth place is Philadelphia at 34 points. Seventh place, New Jersey at 33, and the New York Islanders are in last place, eighth place with 32. In the Atlantic Division of the Eastern Conference, the two-time defending Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay is got 59 points. They are 2 points ahead of Florida with 57 in second place. Toronto third with 51 points. Boston fourth at 48 points. No, 46, excuse me. Detroit in fifth place with 41 points. Buffalo in sixth place with 31. Ottawa In 7th place with 24, and Montreal in last place with 21. In the Western Division, here are the standings for the Western Division. Colorado in first with 53 points. St. Louis in second with 51. Nashville in third, percentages division with 51 also. Fourth place, Minnesota at 47. Fifth place, Winnipeg with 40. Sixth place is Dallas with 38. Seventh place, Chicago with 36. And eighth place, the Arizona Gypsy Coyotes with 24 points. In the Pacific Division, Vegas, baby, rolled them dice, and they're still nice. First place with 48. Los Angeles in second with 45. Anaheim in third, percentage points, the divisive effect. 45 points, Anaheim, third place. Fourth place, San Jose with 44. Fifth place, Calgary with 42. Vancouver is in sixth place with 39. Edmonton is in seventh place with 38. And the newly formed Kraken of Seattle in eighth place with 26. Hey, Dandelion, how you doing? There you go. Your favorite theme music. Yes, friends, Hockey Night in Canada. I did promise the romantic version, so here we go. I did promise Dandelion Fluff the romantic version, so consider me the Kenny G of the kazoo. There you go. A little romantic version of the Hockey Night in Canada theme song on kazoo because we're too dang cheap to have an actual orchestra. All right, Dunkashane, and Dunkaturtle. In no pain. That's right, kiddies. That is your hockey right there in a nutshell. By the way, tonight, we should have done this earlier. Tonight, that's right, kids. We do have a brief little comical message or commercial for you. Tonight on Mercure Law Channel, another episode of that fun-loving show called Law Splaining the Interwebs with the humble Minnesota lawyer, Mr. Nick Raketa. And tonight is a night of enchantment, of insanity, of why don't we have an advert here for his show. I don't know why. We usually do. Let me just try it here. No. And let's see. Does he have a stream tonight? Because I think he's supposed to stream tonight. Yes. He's been covering things. It's Lost Blending Interwebs tonight at midnight on the East Coast. And, strange. He does not say anything about any stream tonight, but we have been wrong many a times, kids. So, Let me just take a gander here. Just a minute. Just a minute, my mother. I cannot. Again, Mom, you're going to have to wait a few moments because the remote control is not in sync with the TV, as I've told you on very many times, because I cannot afford a copyright strike, and YouTube is very persnickety on what is surrounding the background. In other words, all right, I will turn up the volume. There you go. But if I get a little notation, I'll tell him to talk to you. Oops. Kreplux. Okay. No, I don't want reinstall media. Okay. I think I may have it here. Anyway, Nick Rekieta is supposed to have a show tonight. So if he has, you can watch it at midnight Eastern, midnight Eastern, 11 Central Time. Lost Blaming the Interwebs. Great show. It's law speak, but only for the layperson. There you go, Yahudi. Yahudi and the Blowfish. Okay, so what else do we have here? I have no idea anymore what's going on our other YouTube channels, but we did try. We did try, folks. Yep. He is. He is having a spin tonight. He is under attack from Law and Crime, Channel in Danger, Time to Roast, and he's roasting right now. So tune into Lost Blaming the Interwebs right now with the humble Minnesota attorney, lawyer, good guy, Mr. Nick Rekieta, midnight Eastern, 11 Central Time. He's on right now. He is funny as hell. All right, so we've done that. Yes, we have done that, and it felt good. It really felt good too. Yes. Now, let's give you a little media bite to chomp on here. There we are. Let's get you a little media bite, and we do have only just a couple of stories here. Let's go to the NBA, then we'll do the headlines and the international sports scores, and then we'll be on our way. And I think sometime I'm going to get one of those covers for light so it can, deflect the light. One of the strangest stories in recent times has been The Defector, the subscription site founded by and run by former Deadspin staffers following their mass resignation from GO Media. There we go. Coverage of Color Star Technology Company Limited came to Defector's attention as a result of them signing a partnership with the Philadelphia 76ers, which led to Defector's and Chris Thompson publishing two remarkable stories looking into all the incongruities around this company titled, "What the hell is this company the 76ers just partnered with?" which was published on December 23rd. And 76ers' new metaverse partners somehow getting weirder on January 5th, byline by Thompson alone. Now, following the Sixers' termination of their Color Star partnership Friday, reported by WFA and Spike Etskin, and the rights to Ricky Sanchez's podcast, Color Star CEO, quote, Sir Lucas Capitan, end quote. Has finally responded to defectors' requests for comment, and he did so with a threat of legal action as let's try this. Tharaman and Thompson discuss a new defector story published Wednesday titled Metaverse Company Blames Unlikely Third Party for Recent Misfortunes Following Termination of 76ers Partnership. This story is too long, so we'll just tell you it's the same old story, the same old shtick. There are a couple of extremely strange things here. One is the assertion that you did not get in touch with our company, which Thompson and Anathan and Rahman point out as false, considering defectors spoke to then Color Star Director of Communications and company spokesperson Douglas Minnelly for more than an hour on December 22nd, the day before they published their first article, and that they used the same address. Capitan used to send this threat with no response. They also note they reached out to Minnelly here for comment, but he replied to a text message seeking comment on Wednesday afternoon to let them know his corporate communications firm relationship with Colostar ended in December. Now, the other particularly weird thing is the discussion of obvious racial discrimination. It's completely unclear what that's referring to unless it's the note in the first piece that links to certificates for World Health Organization courses on Capitan's LinkedIn profile, since deleted, but it looks like a video game generated photo. Are in the name of Zhao Yan Hong. There's nothing looks like obvious racial discrimination. That piece, at least from the outside. In other words, this is definitely sounding a bit muy loco around La Cabeza. So our friends at Awful Announcing will continue to look into this as well. Beijing, the Winter Olympics. We have all been wondering if NBC plans to cover them on site. We're all getting a little worried now that the Team USA folks have told Team USA to get some burner phones so the Chinese will not spy on them. Well, apparently the what is going on in China with the Uyghurs and all the controversy with COVID-19 and possible spying during the Olympics has made the folks over at NBC a little skittish, and I don't think they're the only network that feels that way. The pandemic and a lot of other things has seen a lot of remote broadcast, already a growing trend in pre-pandemic times. But the most significant event yet, where the event announcers will be completely remote rather than in an isolated part of the same building as with the 2020 NBA bubble, is the Beijing Winter Olympics. Christine Brennan of USA Today broke the news tonight, interestingly, after an NBC video presentation on the Olympics and the Super Bowl that did not take any questions nor mention this, that all of NBC's event announcers, play-by-play and analysts, will be calling events from their broadcast facilities in beautiful bucolic Stamford, Connecticut. While NBC had planned to use remote announcers for many of the events this year before this, as they did for many of the Summer Olympic events in Tokyo last year, that's now escalating to include the teams from top sports that were initially supposed to be on site: figure skating, snowboarding, and alpine skiing. Here's more on that from Brennan's piece, and we quote, as the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympic Games approach and COVID-19 concerns mount, NBC Sports will not send any of its announced teams to China, spokesman told USA Today Sports Wednesday afternoon. The announced teams for these Olympics, including figure skating, will be calling events from the Stamford, Connecticut facility due to COVID concerns. Greg Hughes, Senior Vice President, Communications, NBC Sports, said in a phone interview, quote, "We'll still have a large presence on the ground in Beijing, and our coverage of everything will be first rate as usual." The Canadians and British and Australians seem to disagree on that statement. But our plans are evolving by the day, as they are for most media companies covering the Olympics. Snowboarding analyst Todd Richards told USA Today Sports that NBC changed course this week over concerns about COVID-related restrictions. Quote, "I think they were a little bit wary that if someone tests positive for COVID, the Chinese government basically takes you and sequesters you. NBC has no control, so they wanted to have more control over the situation." End quote. Now, this does not extend to the studio teams, which is the large presence on the ground that Hughes mentions. Mike Tirico will still be hosting from Beijing, at least until he leaves partway through to go host the Super Bowl and host Olympic coverage remotely from their Los Angeles broadcast studios at Universal City, California. In the days leading up to that event, as will many others. There will also be plenty of on-the-ground correspondence, but Molly Solomon, president and executive producer of NBC Olympic Productions, told Brennan that there are more people in Sanford than in Beijing, something that was already true in Tokyo, but Tokyo did feature some on-site announcing, saying that, quote, "with COVID's changing conditions and China's zero-tolerance policy, it just added a layer of complexity to all of this, so we needed to make sure we can provide the same quality experience to the American viewers. That's why we are split between the two cities." On some levels, this does make sense. There have been a lot of concerns raised about China's announced plans for prolonged quarantines of anyone who tests positive, which Richards is alluding to, both from NBC analysts like Tara Lipinski and from those who might have gone to these games for the other networks like Ray Ferraro of ESPN. And it's been mentioned that the Chinese government has regularly changed its COVID-19 rules on short notice, and that could happen again. And there are the concerns about possible governmental tracking of media members and their devices. From the Committee to Protect Journalists last week, which recommended that those going to the games bring old, wiped devices rather than their normal electronics. Limiting the amount of people that NBC is actually going to have there reduces a lot of potential headaches for both those people and for the network, and it's also likely much safer for the commenters than prolonged travel is at the moment with the spread of the Omicron variant. But with that said, this does seem like it's going to diminish commentary at least somewhat. Remote announcing setups have come a long way, especially in the past couple of years. But it's still impossible for announcers to get every angle of the situation they could see or hear if they were there in person. And that's not to mention the technical difficulties that have often shown up on remote broadcasts. There's also a 13-hour time difference from Beijing to Sanford, so these announcers will now often be working in the middle of the night. None of that's to say that NBC made the wrong call, and they certainly have more information than we do on the challenges that would have come from sending these announcing teams as planned, but this will be an extremely unusual high-profile event without on-site announced teams, and it will be worth watching to see how that affects the broadcast, and we applaud their efforts and everyone's efforts who plan to either A, go to Beijing, or, well, just call it from a studio facility. Okay, by the way, congratulations, Dan O'Toole. More publicity for his new podcast, both on YouTube and on various platforms, called Broomskis. I do believe. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is called. Thank you very much. Let's try this. Let's do this properly. Is it over here? Can we at least see? Yep. Boomsies, not Boomskis, Boomsies with Dan O'Toole, video and audio podcast, and it is good. You can catch it at Boomsies at the. I want to make sure I do this right. At the Bet Rivers YouTube page. That's right. Yeah, it's YouTube, Bet Rivers YouTube page. That's what it's on. And we congratulate him. That's right. Let me get back up here. And I have listened to his new show, and it is hilarious and funny and thought provoking. We should try something like that. In fact, we just might when we download the OBS system and I get some help with it. Because they all say it's simple, even a child can do it. Well, I'll try to understand it, but I may need some help. So we'll let you know on that one. Okay, that is our look towards the world of the media. Let us. I can. Damn. Oh yeah, it's probably still up there. Okay. Let's get to the world, as we say, the international segment of joy and fun. Let's go to the Premier League, where Tottenham Hotspur beat Leicester City 3-2. Manchester United beat Brentford 3-1. In Championship soccer action, Hull City over Blackburn Rovers 2-0. Luton Town over Reading 2-0. In the Africa Cup of Nations, it was Egypt over Sudan in Group D 1-0. Nigeria and Guinea-Bissau 2-0. The FA Women's League Cup, Manchester City over Bristol City 3-1. Manchester United over Arsenal 1-0. Tottenham Hotspur over Liverpool 1-0. Chelsea spanked West Ham United 4-2. Spanish La Liga action. Celta Vigo over Osasuna 2-0. Valencia and Seville tied at 1. Spanish Copa del Rey. Real Sociedad over Atletico Madrid 2-0. In German DFB Cup action, Hanover 96 over Borussia Mönchengladbach 3-0. Leipzig over Hansa Rostock 2-0. Hertha Berlin over Union Berlin over Hertha Berlin 3-2. Freiburg over Hoffenheim 4-1. Coppa Italia. Sassuolo over Cagliari 1-0. Inter Milan over Empoli 3-2. In the French League, it was Strasbourg over Clermont 2-0. Lille over Lorient 3-1. Troyes over Montpellier 1-0. Excuse me. Hey. One game in the Australian A-League, the Brisbane Roar over the Perth Glory 1-0. Greek Super League, Volos over Apollon Smyrnis 1-0. Turkish Super League action, Göztepe over Sivasspor 2-1. Kayserispor defeated Istanbul 1-0. Fenerbahce over Altay 2-1. And Trabzonspor and Giresunspor tied at 1-1 score. Okay, let's boom this one over to more international coverage. So, let me rub noses with the Eskimoses. All right, let's get to basketball. The Euro Cup continues. Valencia over Prometheus 71-68. Ulm over Budkunust 89-68. Lokomotiv Kuban over Morabank Andorra 86-76. Gran Canaria over Cetaville Olympija 75-60. Levallois over Turk Telecom 99-82. Let's get you some updates on the three games that are still going on. 12th minute of the fourth quarter, Los Angeles Clippers lead the Denver Nuggets 112-110. The 11th minute of the fourth quarter, Sacramento Kings lead the Detroit Pistons 131-128, and a minute left in the fourth quarter. It's Lakers 80, Pacers 76 in Liga A basketball. Brindisi over Basket Napoli 89-75, and Espanyol Briogan 89, Baskonia 83, and Manresa 104, Obradorio 84. And updating you on the lone NHL game in the 9th minute of the third period, Colorado Avalanche leads the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim 1-0. In Finland, Hämeenlinna over JYP 6-0. And we gotta give you this from the from our cricket department. This happened earlier today, which was earlier tonight, in that fun-filled thing we like to call cricket, the Big Bash League. Let us see if we can't give you hello. We have 8 matches, but do we have last night's matches?
I don't know what you wanted.
Somewhere we have it. Somewhere we have that information. Hang on, folks. I have to pick this up, and I'm duty bound to just make it happen. Yes, we're going to try this. Can you tell we've never reported on cricket before in our little bone lives? Do they have an official site? Yes, they do. Okay, then. Hooray. Official site. We found it. All right. Boom time, baby. Boom time. Okay. Yeah, right there. Boom. It's not. Okay. We're going to try this. Lord, hear our prayer. This was the Big Bash League for the gents. Do we have any scores? We must find scores, you know. Let's see here. Big Bash. Okay. Wow. Oh boy. Okay. Last night, forgive us, we're trying to get you some good old wildness here, because there was a wild game we were listening to early this morning and into the night. We're trying to find the score of that game, the score of a game, the score of any game. Actually, let's see. No, we need. Oh, completed. There. We just go like this. We could find it. There we are. Okay. In a big old rout, the Melbourne Stars men defeated Hobart by a score of 273 of 273 to 167. There we go. Huzzah. That was not bad. And Melbourne Stars won by 106 runs. This was a wild game. I have a feeling they were, after the game, I think the folks at Sports Entertainment Network, SEN, had to get a couple of big-ass spatulas to scrape the announcers off the ceiling who called the game. This was incredible. The game was amazingly incredible, and we state that for the record, n'est-ce pas? All right. That was excitingly fun. So we got some commentary here. I mean, it was incredible. They set a record, and indeed a record that will, I don't think, ever be broken for at least a while. So there you go. There's your cricket scores, and we have come to that moment in time, folks, that we must say our adieus. We have done the impossible. We have done almost every sport in the free world tonight, and we did it with a lot of love. And we love all of you. We want to thank you, folks, for dropping in and joining us for this little hour of power that we like to call Sports Final. I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley, back tomorrow night, same time, same place, same bearded face. Be well, sleep tight. We'll see you. Have a great night. For Harry Von Stuttgart and the entire crew here at the old Ranchero in Jackson, I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. For everyone involved in Sports Final, have a great evening on the West Coast. Have a great morning on the East Coast. And have a partridge on a pear tree on us. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the ever lovable L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. We'll talk to you guys and gals tomorrow. This is a keeper. We'll see you tomorrow night, everybody.